What's up YouTube, Prepper556 here. Today I'm going to show you a quick and easy meal you can make for breakfast, or any time of the day for that matter, using your preps. Let's just say in this situation you run out of pancake syrup and you want to make pancakes. Well, this is something that my mother and I used to make just for the hell of it, when I was growing up, and it works perfect as a nice meal in an SHTF situation. So here's what you need. You need some breadcrumbs. In this case, I have Italian style breadcrumbs. A little salt, a little black pepper. Now if you don't have breadcrumbs on hand and you have bread, or if you make bread and it's getting a little stale and it turns hard, you can make breadcrumbs out of it. I like them Italian style, so in that case I would just add some Italian seasons. If you have it on hand, you don't have to. The beauty of this recipe is you don't really need to, you can make it any way you want. You don't really have to follow any particular guideline. So what it is you're going to make 2 eggs. I always suck at splitting eggs, so forgive me. Alrighty. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take, hang on for a second, let me get my towel. You're going to take some breadcrumbs, smash up your eggs a little bit, okay? You're going to take some breadcrumbs, just enough to actually make a paste with it, okay? Put a little bit more in there as you need them. You really don't want to see any egg. Doesn't want to be too thick, but you don't want it to be too runny either. Alright. Once you get it somewhat actually mixed up, nice and good, you're then going to add just a little salt, and then you add a little bit of pepper in there to taste. If you like hot pepper, you can put a little chili flakes in there. You could pretty much add anything. You might even be able to add raisins if you wanted to, if you have them on stock, in hand. And then once you get, well, we'll put a little bit more. It's still too watery. Alright. There it is. More of a paste. There we go. Okay. And once you do, from this point, once it's all mixed up, alright, is you take it over to the stove for the next part. And I'll show you that. Alright, so you're going to come over to your stove with your pan, and you're going to take a spatula and some cooking spray and move on to the next step. And turn your stove on, get it nice and warm. Your pan, keep mixing up your stuff. If it dries up, you can add a little water. Kind of want to have this ready for the video. I wasn't 100% as quick as I should have been, so once your pan gets nice and hot, you will then actually make some pancakes. That's what it comes down to. SHTF pancakes. You get nice fiber from the breadcrumbs. You actually get your protein from the egg. And like I said, in my situation, I like a little hot pepper. So what I will do is I will add some pepper flakes in there. Alright, that's for me. And mix that in. Alright, some hot pepper. Alright. Take your cooking spray, spray it in there, and now you're going to take your mixture, and what you do is you just make yourself an SHTF pancake. And they cook really, really quickly. Before I bring the heat down a little bit so it doesn't burn. And gotta really pay attention to them. They will cook extremely quick. So what you do is, once it gets going, flip it over, and just keep it going. You get yourself some nice protein from the egg, and you actually get some fiber from the breadcrumbs. And if you decided to put, raisins or something to that effect, cranberries, freeze-dried or dried-out cranberries, you can put that in there, and you get yourself a little fruit, antioxidants. What I like to do is I like to flip it a couple times, cook it quickly so it doesn't burn, and it'll taste really good. I grew up with, using this with ketchup. Some people like it, some people don't. You can probably put syrup on it. Never tried it that way, like a real pancake. But I'm sure it tastes pretty good. And just a quick and easy meal you can make from your preps. I'm sure if you have bread that you made, like I said before, if you have a hen in your, if you're lucky enough to have a hen where you can get natural eggs, you're going to have your eggs, you're going to have your bread, and that's really it. Alright, so now we have it over here on the table. We got ourselves a napkin. Alright, and what I do is when I go on my infamous McDonald's runs, I like to ask for extra ketchup. They stay well in the packets for a pretty good, amount of time. And they're nice to throw in your bug-out bag if you got one, or, any type of a survival pack, just so you can have a condiment now and then. So, cooking from our preps is our theme, so we'll take one of the McDonald's ketchup packets, and what I do is I throw a little on the side here, like so. Alright. Okay. And then I dig into this bad boy. And it's just, this is how I eat it. You might choose to use syrup, but it tastes pretty good this way, trust me. Just like a pancake. Yet, I didn't have to have pancake flour or mix. And breadcrumbs and stuff, if you dry them or put them in oxygen packets, they can stay pretty long. I meant not freeze-dried, I'm sorry, vacuum seal it. But it's a quick and easy meal you can make for you and your family, especially to have breakfast. And it's nutritious. You got your fiber, you got your protein, what else can you ask for in a quick and easy meal? Hopefully you enjoy this. I am. And, thanks for watching. See you next time. This is Prepper556. Stay safe, keep prepping, keep up the good work. Later, you two.